Good morning students, hope you all are well. So today we are going to start from the ecological diversity of this biodiversity and conservation chapter. So ecological diversity means the number of niches, trophic level in the ecosystem and the different ecological process like the energy flow, food webs and the recycling of some nutrients like carbon and some other nutrients. Okay, so this is the diversity means suppose one in a forest ecosystem, suppose in one big tree 4 niches are present or 3 niches are present in one big tree. So what is niche? It is a particular place of the tree where different animals are persist, where different animal persist, and each animal means suppose one big tree is there and at the middle portion of the tree some birds are present like owl or like this or parrot. Okay, so they make the burrow there, they make their nest and they present there. And in the topmost portion of the trees some small birds are present, they also make their nest there and they also stays there. And sometimes some other microorganisms are present at the at the most down portion of the tree, means in the bark of the tree or in that bark region. Okay, so here in this tree 3 different organisms are there, some microorganism, owl or parakeet, and some other small birds. So these are the niches. That means a particular area or the particular area or the particular habitat which different individuals of the species they have occupied, and they cannot overlap each other and they will not disturb others food habit, other habitat and all. So that is the niche. Okay, and trophic levels, you know that different trophic levels, primary, secondary and tertiary consumers, and depending upon that consumers the food web and food chains are formed. So ecological diversity, it reflects the number of niches, means whatever are there in an ecosystem, the niches, trophic level, ecological process, energy flow, food web, food chain, all this. Okay, so we can divide this ecological diversity into main 3 types: alpha diversity, beta diversity and gamma diversity. Okay, so first is the alpha diversity. So alpha diversity, it represents the species diversity within a community and it can be described as the local diversity. Okay, and it is found in organisms sharing the same community and also occupy the same area of more or less uniform habitat. Okay, so alpha diversity means it is a species diversity of a small area or a particular area, or sometimes it is called the local diversity. Suppose if I am talking about the diversity of Noihati. Suppose if I am talking about the diversity of Noihati, that means it is a local diversity. That means in Noihati the number of species and the number of individuals of different species, which species are present, that is the diversity of that particular region, means of that particular locality or the community. So alpha diversity means it is the diversity of a particular region. Okay, Now, what is species richness? What is richness? Richness means the number of species per sample. Per sample means when counting the number of the species. So that is the sample. So the richness represent the number of species per sample. Suppose I am counting the diversity of the Noihati station region, and I got 40 species of animals, birds, and plants, means including all the organisms. So that is the species richness of that particular region. Okay, so the more is the number of species, and so the more the number of species, so the richer will be the community or the region. Okay. Next is the beta diversity. So beta diversity represents a diversity between two communities, like it is the diversity which occurring in a geographical area. Okay, so like it is the diversity of Noihati and Barakpur. So beta diversity means it is the diversity of two different area, but which is present in the same locality, means within a geographical region. Okay, beta diversity means it is the diversity of two different locality but present in one geographical area. Suppose Noihati and Barakpur both are present within West Bengal district, right? So beta diversity means it is the diversity of Noihati and Barakpur. So some species are different which are present in Noihati and which are present in Barakpur, but some species are common here. So this is beta diversity. Okay. So beta diversity develops along the environmental gradients like altitude, latitude, and moisture gradient, and that results in creating different species because the habitats are quite different. So depending upon the different habitat, the species also can be different. Maybe some common species also persist, but the number of different species will be more. And next is the gamma diversity. Okay, so it is also called the regional diversity, and it represents the total richness of species in similar habitat found within different geographical regions and areas or a landscape. Okay, like suppose that means gamma diversity means it is the diversity of whole West Bengal. So suppose suppose in West Bengal some four regions are there in that particular geographical area, like Noihati and Barakpur, and like Hooghly, Howrah, like this. So in these four different community or in these four different region, okay, in these four different regions, some different species are there and some common species are there. So gamma diversity means it is the total richness of the of this four region. That means it is the total richness of the of that particular geographical area or of that particular region. Okay. So in this diagram you can understood that the first or the most down diagram, that is the alpha diversity. It is the diversity present in one locality. You can see all the species are almost quite same. Next next to that one, so both of them, they are the beta diversity, means the last one and before that one. Okay, so two different species are present there. Down in the most downward one species and the upward another species, and the upper portion or this three, total of these three, that is the gamma diversity. So you can see three different species are present in three geographical region. Here they have shown that all different species are present. Most of them are different only, but some, maybe some common species can also persist, or it may persist. Okay, so these are the three diversities: alpha, beta, and gamma diversity. Okay. And the ecosystem diversity means it is a variety of various ecosystem due to formation of different niches, trophic levels, and also the ecological process like the energy flow nutrient cycle. Okay. And it also indicates the role of the dominant species in an ecosystem. Okay. And also the keystone species and various biotic interaction. Keystone species mean which is the topmost and the most what I will say that keystone species means that species indicating a particular ecosystem. One species indicating a particular ecosystem, that is the keystone species. Suppose I am thinking about the mangrove, then at that time only I will think about the tiger. Okay, so that is the keystone species of that particular region, and which is the topmost the topmost animal of the food chain, or the food web. And without the species, that mangrove forest or that particular ecosystem cannot persist. Okay, so these are actually the various interactions of different processes of the ecosystem, and also it indicates the role of dominant species and also the keystone species and different biotic interactions.